Imagine the first instant when you realized your life did not operate along the same rules as those around you. Perhaps it was a shattering heartbreak that should have ended you, but instead you rose with a quiet strength, as if you were being powered by something both pure and fierce. Or maybe one evening a cascade of coincidences unfolded that were so unlikely, so charged with meaning, that you suspected some invisible design had declared you different. If you are here right now, it is because there is a presence in your life, sometimes luminous, sometimes shadowed, that refuses to let you be average. This force is both a honking and a blessing, a sign that you carry within you not just one current, but the full voltage of light and dark interwoven. You are not being punished for duality, you are being initiated into the rarest secret power of the Omega-level chosen A power that only comes when both forces agree to test and transform you from within. The first power is the ability to see with two kinds of vision. Where most people experience only what is safe or expected, you look at people and situations and perceive both what they show and what they hide. Light gives you the gift to see potential, to spot flashes of soul and seeds of hope, even in situations where everyone else has given up. Dark reveals the underbelly, hidden motives, old wounds, the locked-away pain that silently shapes outcomes. This double sight makes you both a healer and a threat in the eyes of many. You carry the burden of being believed and disbelieved at the same time. We must ask ourselves, in what situations might your clear seeing be both a gift and a danger? Can you learn to honor both compassion and skepticism, using them as wisdom for navigating complex souls and systems? The second power is the dance between fierce love and necessary wrath. Omega-level souls know that love isn't always gentle. Sometimes it is the only blade sharp enough to cut through illusion, addiction, or complacency. You are capable of immense forgiveness, but also possess the courage to confront, provoke, or even end cycles of harm when it is essential. There is a time for mercy and a time for righteous fury. Both are holy when guided by deeper intuition, not by wounded ego. Light gives you the longing to heal and embrace. Dark gives you the backbone to say no more, to stand as a guardian at the threshold. Have you noticed moments where your anger protected innocence, or when your softness disarmed the dangerous? Reflect on how you can better discern when to wield which weapon. The third is the power of radical transformation. Where most experience change as slow and painful, you are catapulted by crises into new versions of yourself. Light offers the faith to leap where logic would hesitate, darkness, the willingness to die to what is no longer your truth, no matter the cost. There are deaths and rebirths along this path that few are built to endure. Every shattering becomes the raw material for something astonishing. You break, you become more. The world may tell you to fear endings, but the Omega Chosen One learns that every ending is the doorway for the next greater beginning, if only you don't run from the dark void. Ask yourself, what pattern or attachment are you resisting letting die, and what unfathomable freedom might burst in if you could surrender it for good?
Click subscribe to this channel to get more profound insights.
The fourth power is invisible magnetism. You attract and repel with equal force, drawing into your orbit those in need of intense lessons, deep healing, or accelerated awakening. Some will see your light and call you a guide, others will project their shadow onto you and call you a threat. Your aura stirs the unconscious, activating what is ready to change or reveal itself in the other. Sometimes this makes relationships volatile or short-lived. Leaning into this rather than retreating or people-pleasing is a mark of mastery. You are not built to be universally loved or even understood. Your field is a mirror for others' unresolved conflict between their light and dark. In a world obsessed with safety and neutrality, do you allow yourself the freedom to be fully catalytic, knowing that disruption serves the soul's deeper work? The next power is creative genius, born from holding paradox. You turn wounds into wisdom, pain into poetry, loss into legend. Light gives you vision, inspiration, and the desire to beautify existence. Dark blesses you with depth, the willingness to touch sorrow, to listen to silence, to turn taboo into treasure. The Omega Chosen are those who do not avoid contradiction but mine it for innovation, originality, and unprecedented solutions. Artists, teachers, revolutionaries each learn to honor what is unspoken, to create not just for applause but for alchemy. What is your unique voice, the one born from the marriage of grief and wonder? And how could you let it heal what cannot be touched by surface positivity? Perhaps the most demanding power is that of enduring solitude without losing connection to the world. The dual currents in you often isolate you from both optimists and cynics, saints and sinners. To hold both currents at once is to live at a frequency few can match, which means periods of deep loneliness that are as necessary as they are painful. In those spaces, your self-reliance grows, and yet your empathy is never snuffed out. You learn to accompany yourself as both your own angel and your own shadow. Are you able to make solitude fertile, a time of instruction and creativity, rather than letting it breed despair? What unmet longing or talent in you comes alive only when no one else is watching? As your journey deepens, the seventh and final power emerges so subtle and profound that even many advanced initiates miss its value. This is the ability to stand as a bridge, neither denying the light nor exiling the dark, but letting both currents inform your choices, your voice, your entire way of being. The Omega-level chosen ones become living thresholds. We do not flee from contradiction but inhabit it, transforming it into a source of spiritual gravity that pulls others into deeper authenticity. It is no longer about balance in the traditional sense, but about creative synthesis, a third way that belongs neither to one side nor the other, yet honors both. In this space, you discover the rare capacity to intuitively sense what an environment, relationship, or mission truly needs, responding fluidly with insight that transcends simple dualities. Where are you still judging parts of yourself or your history as wrong or unworthy, and what new realms would open if you treated every facet of yourself as a One of the most practical wisdoms for us is learning to channel and transmute the raw energy of both sides. You become a kind of walking energy converter, recognizing when light wants to be rooted in action and when darkness wants to be acknowledged and then lifted, so it cannot fester into destruction. It means honoring your triggers as invitations for revelation and your bursts of inspiration as calls to act not merely for your own benefit, but to elevate the landscape for all who cross into your field. This requires you to practice fierce self-honesty and uncompromising presence. We make peace with the fact that power, when not continually refined by humility, can become toxicity. How do you check in with yourself daily to ensure your greatest gifts are still in service of life and not subtly feeding your shadow's hunger for validation or control? The world will always try to define you, pressuring you to pick sides, deny your depth, or simplify your story so they feel less afraid. Your invitation and your secret gift is to remain unclassifiable and impossible to domesticate. Sometimes the wisest thing you can do is to offer silence instead of explanation, or paradoxical action instead of predictable reaction. The Omega-level soul chooses alignment over approval, truth over comfort, staying loyal to the ever-evolving truth of their inner compass no matter who misunderstands or resists. When you act in this way, you liberate others to question their own polarity, making space for a new culture that trusts wholeness over perfection. What would it mean to live with such indifference to being accepted if you chose authenticity, even at the price of being misunderstood or momentarily alone? Within your daily life, embrace small rituals to honor both ends of the spectrum. Gratitude for the light within and radical forgiveness for the re-emergence of shadow. Notice when the urge to judge yourself or others appears, and instead choose curiosity. When pain arrives, treat it as a teacher. When delight arrives, let it fuel your generosity. You become a kind of silent spiritual activist, uplifted not by escaping your humanity, but by diving ever deeper into it with eyes and heart wide open. Trials still come, but you become less rattled, finding in each disruption a message that points you back toward integration and sovereignty. In relationships, practice radical listening, the kind that hears not just words, but the soul beneath the persona, welcoming both confessed flaws and untapped gifts. If storms or internal wars flare up, know that you were made for spiritual weather that would break others. Use those moments to create, to speak, or to reach out, not as a victim but as someone with unique medicine for those who cannot yet name their split allegiance. Teach by living. Show that mastery is not the absence of struggle, but the art of returning to coherence again and again, faster and deeper each time. Let people witness your process without self-censorship, knowing that your authenticity will give others permission to bring their whole selves forward, igniting a ripple effect. Omega-level chosen ones are woven from both primordial starlight and the shadows that animated the first questions in the universe itself. To possess the powers of both light and dark is to remain always at the edge, never finished, never stagnant, yet always magnetically orchestrating new realities through your willingness to embody the fullness of what it means to be alive. So as this message ends, I leave you with the deepest question of all. What legacy do you dare to craft, knowing the power to weave worlds and break old ones sleeps beneath your skin? Step forward. Your time as a bridge, a phenomenon, and a reckoning has begun.